Greetings, this is Beyond Aliens and Occult again. I haven't made a video for a while, but I felt like doing one today about a certain topic. Well, recently I've had, in the past days, I've noticed I had like weird scratch marks on my right arm that's are large and very irregular. They don't follow a certain pattern. They are, for example, they don't follow a pattern. If when you accidentally hurt yourself and you cut yourself on something, you get a very, you usually get a very linear cut. You can tell it's made by something. For example, if you would be unlucky enough to cut yourself on a paper or even a nail, some kind of nail on a board, something sharp, you will get a very long and distinct linear cut in your skin if you had that accident before. And in my case, as you can see in the photos here, the arms, the lines are very, they look very odd shaped, like they have taken turns and different angles, like something took its time to cut it, you know. And the weird thing is, this happened when I was alone without my daughter. And I sleep with my door locked to the bedroom. There is no logical way that how these cuts were made overnight. I have no recollection of cutting myself on anything. There hasn't been anything sharp in my bed, nothing that could have caused these marks on my arm. And I've even, what was I going to say? I've been alone for, like I said, for a couple of nights, and there's no way I could have cut myself. I don't sleepwalk. I don't do things in my sleep, nothing like that. I don't get up and talk or walk around when I sleep. I lay very peacefully on the same spot almost the entire night. That's why I always have pain in my shoulder when I wake up if I lie on the side, because I've been laying like that for hours and hours and hours. So this is very enigmatic. It's pissed me off because I don't like anything doing stuff to my body. It doesn't scare me at all. I feel like I want to punch whatever did it. I feel like something shouldn't be disrespecting me like this. Whatever it was, it should be grateful I can't get to it. That's all I can say, whatever is doing it. So it annoys me and it makes me angry to know that something is attacking my vessel while I sleep in my own room, my own humble, peaceful home, where I normally, I don't have paranormal activity anymore. I don't remember having anything. In the past, it's been, if you follow some of my older content and seen some of my older videos on the channel, I used to have lots of experiences with the paranormal, poltergeist activity, what you would call demon haunting, demon infestation like activity, and seeing the usual stuff with the UFOs and greys and reptilians and the dreams about aliens and sleep paralysis and all of that. But I haven't had in the past years almost anything. It's like it's miraculously stopped. I don't feed them anymore with my attention, and I notice how this phenomena is connected to it's connected to the consciousness. Whether you are spiritual or not, or into religion, it doesn't really matter, but you can see the pattern yourself. The more focus you give these entities, the more you talk about them, the more you show them, the more they manifest, the stronger their energy gets. And you don't have to be religious. You don't even have. For example, myself. I do not consider myself to be Christian or anything like that. But I do agree with a lot of Christians what they say about feeding these entities, for example, with your attention. And it doesn't even matter if you're afraid or not. Just feeding them with your attention will make them stronger and get more power here in this reality, because they are powered by consciousness. Whatever they are, egregores or interdimensional beings, they feed on your energy. They need you to validate them, validate their existence. Basically like a narcissist, a celebrity or something, but they are usually much more towards some people vile, or they do social experiments on you, to test your reactions, integrity tests or whatever you want to call it. And they feed on your reaction, whether it's positive, negative, whatever. As long as you notice them and talk about them, they will get stronger in this reality. And that's why I stopped with all of these videos I used to make in my past channel before this one. I used to always upload photos, videos of anomalous lights in the skies. When I figured out how it's all connected, I stopped, because I realized I'm bringing these creatures here. It's like I'm a walking portal, basically. I'm just doing them a favor unwillingly, without knowing. So that's why I stopped talking about them, uploading all my selfies with them in the background. I still see them, I still capture them, like orbs and creatures and shadows. And for once I will show you one photo of a shadow next to me. I don't show myself on the channel. It's not because I'm afraid to get connected, exposed, or how I look or anything. It's just I don't want my identity to get too public. I don't like being connected to different projects I have, for example. Because the haters, they will always find a way to ridicule you or to just discredit you for different reasons. And I like to be private in that sense. I keep my integrity high, so it doesn't really matter. But the thing is, I have no intent on showing me on this channel. But I will show you a recent photo I took of a huge silhouette of some kind of, it looks like the usual reptilian-like and demonic appearance, like be humanoid. It's humongous in size. You can see the head is at least twice my size. So I'm like 5'11", close to 6 foot. So whatever it is, it's way bigger than me, considering how big the head is. I didn't feel anything threatening when I took the photo. Never feel anything threatening in my room at all. So it doesn't mean it's threatening or has ill intent. But regardless, whatever did that to me in the sleep wasn't that pleasant though. That actually made me annoyed when I woke up. I didn't react with fear and thought, oh, I'm so targeted now, they're after me, I need to do an exercise. No, I just feel like somebody just did me something wrong, and they better be grateful I can't find them, because this is like a personal attack. Whoever did it, whatever did it. If somebody walks up to you in the street for no reason and just starts punching you or tries to cut you or something, you will defend yourself, right? You will stand your ground. And that's how I reason with this. It's nothing about dominance or some kind of toxic ego stuff. It's basically just that somebody's hurting you for no reason, and then you have to defend yourself. So that's the feeling I get, It makes me angry. So that's what I wanted to talk in this video about, the weird marks I had on my arm. And another thing, the lights I saw in the sky, I uploaded a recent video of the circular shaped lights in the sky that I saw once in the morning on a frequent bus stop where I normally go every day, each and every week. Not every week, but every next week, with my daughter, I take the bus on that location. So I saw the lights, the circular blue shaped lights that was circling and entering each other, in a smart formation. I've never seen it again. It's been over a month. I look up to the sky all the time at that direction. It never happened again. I saw on some channels, I believe that's impossible. It's called the channel. Many recordings during October and November with the same lights in many different parts of the world. That validates that if, I didn't see anything normal because it looks very similar. Unfortunately, I couldn't capture how it actually looked with the mobile phone in time because the bus was coming and I had to get on and I was drawing attention to me with the recording on the cell phone towards the sky. And these days I don't like drawing attention, so I just had a few seconds to record. I didn't record the initial observation where I saw much bigger formation in the sky. It looked like some kind of, circular vortex of some sort. So the last thing I want to say about these entities, or whatever they are, I've noticed I follow a countless of channels from the US and different parts of the world with paranormal sightings, and it's so much. It's so ridiculously much. It's like we're being invaded basically by anomalous energies and entities, and UFO sightings too, of course. And it just gets more and more. And I believe we are actually doing this. It's our fault too. It's not just the foreign intelligences that are higher intelligences, but we are actually, since we constantly feed them, we constantly watch the stuff, the content. We are always thinking on them. We have them on our mind, and then we feed them. We make them stronger. They get more power. They come here and they manifest easier. Like I said on the previous egregore videos I made about tulpas in the past on the channel, we are making them appear with our unwilling intent to find them, and it's getting so out of hand. I don't think it's even reversible at the moment, to be honest. We've screwed up. We were played and we were fooled by them completely, and now it's undoable basically, because we are so interested in finding out what they are, and we are always thinking about them. The first thing I do when I'm on my own free time, for example, is watch all of this Donovan Dread and all of these channels. I just binge watch it basically like it's some kind of drug. And that thing alone makes me constantly think about it, constantly draw it to me. So yeah, you see how it works. And no wonder I sometimes end up with strange marks on my body or any kind of phenomenon that happens. But my room and my home it feels very protected in general. But there's always been a very strange aura around this area. My neighbors all seem to be lunatics, to be honest. I have a neighbor that's she never steps outside. You never see her. She's like a ghost. She seems to be always up. She doesn't seem to sleep, my neighbor. I can always hear her from that she's in the kitchen, And no matter the hour of the day, she's always in the kitchen, and she never seems to sleep. And it has weird behavior. Everyone here where I live has weird behavior. It's like this entire area is in a special electromagnetic field that makes people weird and act strange. So yeah, no wonder I have these experiences once in a while. They don't happen frequently anymore. It's been a long time. I had weird dreams the past month too, very vivid and strange, and sometimes very violent too. But nothing scares me. It doesn't bring fear to me. I had a hissing sound in the corner of the apartment in my room once at night. I was sleeping. I woke up from a dream, a nightmare of some sort, and I don't remember exactly what type of nightmare. But it was unpleasant, but I was pissed at the fact that I heard something hiss at me from the corner of the room in a state of vigilance, when you're in between awake and asleep. And I just said to it, you better not be there when I fall asleep because I will get you. You know I'm powerful when I'm in my non-physical state, so you better not do that to me again. I was very pissed, like telling it to fuck off, basically. And nothing happened after that night. I didn't have any paralysis or dreams. Just stood my ground and told it, I will get you if you do anything. Don't you stand there hissing at me, whatever the fuck you are, I told it. So, yes, we're dealing with some very interesting yet odd and possibly very manipulative entities, forces. I don't even like talking about them anymore. I don't. The entire purpose of this channel becomes counterproductive to my cause to stop bringing them here, But in a way, I also want the information to get out, the theories I have. So thanks for listening and watching, and if you have any opinions, please leave them in the comments below. And take care, whatever hour or day it is at your place. And farewell. This was Beyond Aliens and the Occult. I'll see you in the next video.